Hi, I'm Brandon, and today I'm doing a commentary on Rolando Restocruz. I had a couple of people suggest I do him, so let's do it.
Joe, lose something.
Oh, you were playing back Mitchell's camera. That's your
Play back me now. You got that, Craig? You had it in the lead, right? Can you do that? Yeah.
No, is that what you're showing?
All right, here, look.
Do they really need that many screens for what they're doing?
Each time we do one of these, it seems we have more cameras, better technology, and Fortune, Georgia was no different. We had 12 cameras, 5 of them outside, 7 inside, and
Like, they pretty much use like 2 cameras for the vast majority of it. They could probably just get by with 1 outside and 2 inside. I don't think they needed to overdo it so much. I think in the newer ones, like the takedowns, they don't have that many cameras.
the house was set up in a really good way for us.
Come on in. I made some sweet tea. It's on the table. I just gotta put this
Married and looking for fun. 31313. Oh, Rolando, you are a bad person.
stuff in the washer real quick.
In Georgia, the treat, if you will, was sweet tea, which is popular in the South. Restocruz comes in, sees the tea, pours himself a glass, and makes himself right at home.
Is it
Little iced tea?
Oh, how you doing, sir?
Good. How much have a seat?
Yes, sir.
Well, who are you here to see?
I was going to meet her. That's it.
Meet who?
Your daughter.
My daughter.
Yes.
What makes you think it's my daughter?
Well, I guess it's a reasonable question, but it's also a reasonable statement by Rolando. Like, it'd be stupid, as we've seen some other predators who think he's a therapist, which is on the dumb end of the scale. But most people are going to assume it's the dad or police. Like, those are the two logical things to assume at this point.
I was just fooling around, sir.
Restocruz makes it clear online that he knows what he's doing is wrong. He even tells the decoy not to tell her parents about their meeting because, in his words, it could be considered statutory rape.
So you ever...
Yeah, it's funny when the predators flat out state that it's statutory rape. Like, they know exactly what the crime is. They know it's wrong. They are worried about getting caught. They warn the decoy about the possibility of them getting caught. So what is their excuse going to be here? Like, oh, I was just fooling around? It's like, no, you flat out knew you were doing something criminal because you said it.
Been with an old guy before? No, I need you to stay in the chair, please. Just please.
Is is he on his knees as in begging, or is he trying to hint that he's willing to take drastic action in order to get out of the situation?
Sit down, please.
Please, sir. I'm divorced. I just divorced yesterday.
You're divorced?
Yes.
And you have children?
If you're divorced, why is your screen name Married and Looking for Fun?
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3.
How old?
3.
3.
And see, like, obviously, like, having any kids at all, it's going to really negatively affect them. There are some of the guys we've seen that are older and their kids are grown and, you know, moved out of the house, so it's maybe not as bad. Or even teenagers, like, it would be bad, but the thing is, like, a 3-year-old, if he goes to prison, and a lot of these Georgia guys got very, very serious prison sentences, that child is going to miss out on a big chunk of their having the father in their life when they're in their, like, formative years, when they're that young and growing up. So that's going to be just terrible for them. Not that having a scumbag dad like this would be good, but assuming that he was good around his kids, like, nothing good's going to come of this situation is what I'm saying. And it affects more people than just him.
Please, why don't you just have a seat in the chair? When I get there, I know the first thing that I will want to do is take a shower so we can take the shower together. I will undress you and you will undress me.
Yeah, now he's all just sad and pathetic, and he's on his knees staring at the ground. But yeah, he sure was a big man, wasn't he, when he was saying all this sexual stuff to a young girl, that he had the full intent of doing this. Like, right up until the point Chris stepped out, he had the full intention of doing that. So he can't claim that, he just feels some sort of guilt. He's just completely ashamed that he got busted and is being thrown back in his face.
For a virgin to have sex, it hurts, so it's better if I put some extra lubricant.
Sir, please. I'm leaving. I leave. I don't know bother you no more.
Can't even hear what he's saying.
Please. I wasn't going.
Yeah, and he's like a military guy too. You'd assume that he would have some sort of like toughness to him. Instead, he's just like on the ground begging, saying, "Sir, please," just like begging for his life. Give me a break.
I swear. I was going to just tell you that I cannot do it.
Well, that's not consistent with what's here, page after page after page.
Like,
Now-
get up and like sit on the stool and look Chris in the eye. Just like be a man. You did this. Like, just like you have to deal with it. You can't just like beg and plead for mercy.
You were in the military.
Yes, sir.
And you've been to Iraq?
Yes, sir.
When you joined the military, you were expected to uphold a certain level of behavior.
Yes, sir. I will do it from now on, sir. I swear.
Why should I believe that? During my talk with him, Restocruz actually gets down on his knees. And I didn't think about it at the time, but looking at the tape, it was almost as if he was getting into the POW position. And this was a military guy.
Yeah, I think Chris might be reading too much into it. I don't like I don't think that's what he was doing. I think he was just trying to just look so pathetic and weak that this guy who he thinks is the dad would just be like, "All right, get out of here. Don't ever come back." And he could like run away and continue doing this, but just not with this particular girl. I don't think it was any sort of POW thing, because we've had other military guys on here and they haven't done this kind of thing. This is just him.
Who had served in Iraq. So it made sense that, when in trouble, you revert to this position. And I honestly think that's what he was doing.
I promise you, with my life.
You're talking about taking her virginity. You talk about how sex can leave a nasty mess. The experts would suggest that when somebody does something like this, it's not their first time.
It's the first time, sir. I swear. It's the first time.
Do you ever watch television?
Yes, sir.
Do you ever watch Dateline NBC?
Yeah, about the cops and everything, I know.
You ever see the Catch a Predator show?
Yes, I'm not a predator, sir.
I'm
If you're not a predator, then what the hell are you? Like, it's the whole Paul Clemente thing. He's like following that line of reasoning that all the other guys that do this kind of thing on the show with the word predator in the title, they're predators. But even though I'm on this exact same show, haven't been caught doing the exact same thing, I am not a predator. Like, what do they think it is that differentiates them from everyone else? They're all there doing the exact same thing. He knows he had a disgusting chat because Chris just read from it, and that was some pretty vile stuff he said. And then he actually came here to do it, but he's like, I'm not a predator? Like, does he just mean because, like, he wasn't able to follow through with the act, therefore he didn't complete the predator act? Like, what would he think is a bad guy? Like, would he look at all the other guys arrested here and be like, every one of these guys is a sick individual except for me? Like, what's different about his situation? Like, he just refuses to believe that about himself, or he thought he had pure intentions when other guys don't? Like, they're all exactly the same. They all traveled there for the exact same reason. There's maybe some of them are a little bit worse than the others, but there's none of them that are not predators.
Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story. Now, if there's anything else you'd like to say,
Sir,
you'd like to
please.
hear it. Otherwise, you're free to walk right out of this house.
No, sir, can I go?
Yes, absolutely.
Please don't put this in TV.
Please don't put this on TV. Oh, don't worry. It was on TV. People might have forgotten about it, but it's been immortalized on YouTube for years and years to come.
Don't put this in TV, please.
No decisions have been made yet.
Please. I swear I will never do this again.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave now.
The time to never do this is before you do it. You can't do it, hope for the best, and if you get caught, swear that you're not going to do it again. The time to not do it is just to never do it. Like, even before you reach out and start talking to the teenage girl. You should just not even do that to begin with. And if by chance you start talking to them, you should immediately stop once you realize it's wrong and not travel there. Like, I've never got that about these guys that think, like, I won't do it again. But yeah, but you did it this time. You can be trusted. If you're so deviant that you're willing to go through and attempt this act, how could we trust you not to do it again? Like, guys have been to prison and got out and done it again. So just getting spooked by Chris Hansen is clearly not enough to stop them. You can never trust these guys not to do it. And he didn't even get to drink his sweet tea. Hey, look at him just hanging his head in shame. I wonder if all the other guys, like in his military unit or whatever you call it, watch this and were just like repulsed by him.
Get on the ground.
Please,
get on the ground now. Get down. Put your head down, get down. All the way down. Down, down, down.
Like, Vincent Ambrosio didn't even get down on his knees. And that guy was crying like a little baby.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, sit up. I gotta sit him up. Bring one foot up. Bring your foot up.
The tears keep flowing as the police arrest him, but his
He must be a pretty short guy. Like, unless these cops are super tall, it looks like he's a pretty small guy.
tears keep flowing as the police arrest him, but his sob story may seem less convincing once we show you what the police find in his truck. Gifts he brought for a 14-year-old.
How about Astroglide? Is that some kind of sexual lubricant?
Yes, sir.
You brought that with you? How about panties and a camisole?
Yes, sir.
The webcam?
Oh, like, yeah, like that is the most incriminating stuff to bring. Like, now he's just acting all sad, like he's not a predator, and then he like has all that stuff he brought with him.
Did you buy the webcam?
Yes, sir.
Why did you bring it with you?
Because I promised her that I was going to give her one.
It was all there in the chat logs that perverted justice.
He was bringing her I can't say for sure because I haven't read the chat log, but I bet you that he was bringing it to her so that she could use it in their further chats, and she would be able to show herself on cam and obviously do sick things that he would ask her to do. Like, I would bet a lot of money on that.
Justice provided to law enforcement. Remember, his screen name is Married and Looking for Fun 31313.
Does the screen name Bedhead Red 14 ring a bell with you?
That's what.
That's Whitney. And Whitney, you believe to be a 14-year-old girl, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yesterday, around 6:56, you told her after some chat, "I want you in my chest after we do it all night sleeping together." Is that you? Okay. Then you say, "I love you, baby." And then you say, "I want to be your loving husband forever." And you're nodding your head yes? Okay.
His screen name is Married Guy Looking for Fun, and he's saying that he wants to be her husband forever. Like, he did claim he's divorced. I don't know which one's true, but yeah, obviously he's just saying that stuff to the girl probably to just like entice her and trick her into a situation.
Down a little bit further, Married and Looking for Fun says, "We will have to hide your real age." You remember typing that? You're nodding your head yes? Okay.
And that's another thing I don't get is that, like, these guys are so paranoid about getting caught. And I know some of them, Lauren, for example, tell the decoy to delete the chat. But they admit that they're going to do something illegal. They admit that they know the age. They talk about their plans, but they're worried about getting caught when they show up. Like, are they seriously thinking that, like, just having the chat is perfectly fine? Like, what if the girl's parents found, like, what if the decoy was real and the girl's parents found that and called the cops? Like, why would you even want that? Like, maybe there'd be no way for them to be tracked down, or they thought there wouldn't be a way. But, like, putting anything in writing like that is just going to get caught. You hear about that in the news all the time, is like some young person is texting with their teacher or some sort of person, and then the parents find it and call the cops, and that's how they get busted. Like, why would you put anything incriminating in writing, especially in a situation that you have no control over? Like, it's at some other person's house on their device that you can't touch. Like, that kid could show it to, like, anyone. And then, of course, here it's printed off and being read back to you. And, like, this guy just deserves his punishment for being an idiot, on top of being a disgusting predator.
He doesn't deny a thing.
What's your rank in the military?
Staff sergeant.
Your staff sergeant?
Yes.
Do you recognize this receipt?
Yes, sir.
Is it something you purchased? Is all this stuff in the vehicle?
Yes, sir.
The Coke, the webcam. How about Trojan? Is that Trojan condoms?
Yes, sir.
So you brought condoms with you?
Yes, sir.
If the guy talks about having sex with a young teen online and talks about bringing webcams or condoms or alcohol or food and then brings them, that makes the case pretty strong. So obviously the law enforcement investigators want to confiscate that material so they have it as evidence to use down the road during a trial.
Investigators complete the interrogation and the soldier is taken to the county jail.
Look to your left for me.
Where officers take his mugshot, fingerprints, and place him in a cell. 2 days later,
Rolando Restocruz.
he goes before a judge.
Mr. Restocruz,
He doesn't look like he's having a good time in that shot. He looks kind of angry.
you're charged with
Looks like he's lost weight too. Like, he looks like he's noticeably thinner.
criminal attempt child molestation. It's a felony. It carries a penalty of 1 to 20 years.
And bail is set.
All right, on the criminal attempt child molestation, I'm going to set a $15,000 bond.
I'm looking for the key to turn it on.
Kyle, take it.
We might have. Is it hot back there?
Yeah.
Says Rolando Restocruz was convicted of criminal attempt to commit child molestation, criminal attempt to commit statutory rape, criminal attempt to commit sodomy. He was sentenced to 5 years in jail with 25 years of probation. So yeah, that was pretty serious. Like, a lot of, like, even a 5-year sentence, a lot of these guys don't even get that. Some of them get like 0. So yeah, like that's just it's a big chunk of his kid's life to be missing out on, and like this guy just ruined his life like the rest of them for doing something horrible that, like, there's no excuse for it. He could have had whether or not he was married or divorced, like, he had other options and he chose the wrong one. Anyways, I think that's it for Rolando Restocruz, so thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.